What's going on, everybody? Brandon Schaefer here. So check it out. This evening, I got to my sunset spot a little bit early, and rather than just sitting there and waiting for the sun to go down, I decided to turn my attention behind me, and I saw some nice light on this palm tree right near me. So I decided to paint a palm tree. Try to do a little study of somewhat of a close-up type of palm tree, looking up at the sky. I had thought about doing this for a few days before actually doing this one, so I kind of had in mind what I was going for, kind of a close-up of the palm tree. So at the beginning there, I was kind of doing the sky and some clouds and stuff there at the bottom. I already had a pencil sketch drawn on. And this is very warm evening light for the most part. So just tried to have some fun here with the palm tree, man. It was really cool. A lot of coconut palm trees all over the island, at least where I was staying. So that was pretty cool. But I'll be honest about this episode, about these three paintings that we're going to see here. They're not the greatest paintings. They're really not the greatest paintings like the last episode, or even the episodes that are going to come after this. I think so far in this journey, if you've been watching me for any amount of time, I think we all realize that you can't win them all. Not every painting's going to be a good one. We're 91 episodes in here, and not every painting's going to be good. But it's just part of the journey. It's just part of stuff I'm documenting. I like, showing the good and the bad. Just, it's going to be cool to look back on. So with this palm tree here, I'm trying to focus on the direction and the position of these leaves, because that's what's going to give it the three-dimensionality. Geez, can't say that word. It's going to give it the three-dimensional look. And right now I'm really working on really focusing on the warms and cools. And you can see the cool green there, it's a lot cooler. So I'm not even really exaggerating, it's just that's what I'm seeing. So normally towards the end of the day when the sun's setting, you get this warm light on stuff, you're gonna usually get cooler looking shadows. Compared to kind of, maybe if you're painting at noon, the light is very white looking and the shadows are very black and dark, a lot of contrast. In the evening, you get a little bit of less contrast, but you get more color temperature contrast. Hope that makes sense. So that was the end of that palm tree. I realized that the sun was actually going down behind me. I was like, oh man, I gotta stop painting this palm tree and start on my sunset behind me. But we'll take a look at the all the finished paintings at the end of this video, of course. I don't think the palm tree came out badly though. It was a good little study for what I did with it, and wasn't the worst painting ever. But yeah, it was just a palm tree, So for this sunset, I started out with the clouds, as you can see there. Unless you're wondering what those shapes were, those are some cloud shapes. Tried to get a little bit of warmth in there around where the sun's going to be. And now this is the sky, believe it or not. That orange fading off to this grayish red type of color. So trying to get some gradation there and really show the light effect of the sun. And I will point out that this paper that I'm using is not, I don't believe it's 100% cotton. I actually bought two of these little pads while I was in Hawaii, because I realized I was going to do a lot more painting than what I had brought in my sketchbook. So I picked up some other little sketch pads, and these are from Strathmore, and I think they're only part cotton. My normal sketchbook is Arches, 100% cotton. So this is a little lower quality of paper, so I had to really figure it out over a few different paintings and really adapt to this paper and figure out how it works. But I think for the most part I got it down. So now I'm starting to push the values here to really get that contrast and that light effect across. I think one mistake I make is I always fiddle with my strokes too much. I need to really just put it down and leave it. All right, that was the end of that one. Like I said, we'll see some better views of it in the right lighting at the end here. Okay, so this last sunset, this is after the sun went down, and there was a really cool like green looking sky. It was really interesting, really different looking, and I completely failed to capture it. I think I did the same thing a few episodes ago. You know, I painted after the sun went down. I was trying to capture a cool looking sky, and yeah, this is probably the worst of the three, so I apologize that I'm ending it on a bad note here. But like I said, man, it's a reality. It's a reality. Sometimes there's trouble in paradise, you know? So this time I started out with the water. I'm not sure why. I guess I just wanted to fill the water in. I don't know. I can't really remember what I was thinking. And also the problem with trying to paint a sky after the sun goes down is that every second, really, I mean, this is the reality for anything you paint, but every second the sky's getting darker and darker. So even though at the time maybe what I'm painting is accurate, you know, in 3 minutes, it's not going to look accurate anymore when I look up at the sky. So, you know, it's definitely hard. That's what makes it really difficult. But yeah, I mean, you can see this painting. It's just there's not a lot of contrast. There's not a lot of color. It's just, you know, some subtle gradations of the sky, and it's kind of muddy. And I guess there's a little bit of contrast here in the water, so that's good. But like I said, the colors are just, it's not what I wanted. It's not what I was going for. And yeah, I'm a little disappointed with this one, but it's all right. It's not a big deal. I'm happy with the other two paintings that I did. I think they came out pretty well overall. And I'm getting some nice waves, nice texture in here, at least with the water. So if nothing else, you know, it's just practice. So anyway, let's take a look at the final paintings here. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and stay tuned for the next one. I'll see you there. Peace.